Is your child struggling in school in grades K to 3? Are you frustrated with investments you've made not yielding the desired results? We're Mira and Mark Halpert from 3D Learner, and for 27 years we've been helping parents help their kids succeed with a one-on-one program. And in 2025, we realize far more kids are behind in the K to 3 range, and we want to help parents in a group setting to make the difference. Mira, could you describe why you made this change?
Well, we found, especially in the last number of years, that parents are really struggling with helping their kids be able to be successful and happy in school. And we've noticed that they're really missing a lot of foundational skills that teachers and schools just aren't equipped to be able to help their kids with. They're looking at kids' behaviors, they're looking at attention, and they're looking at certain academic skills that are kind of what I call at the top of the ladder. And we found that if we can talk to parents and help them be able to help their kids, they can be far more successful. And we've found that the earlier, the better. So, and we've also heard from a number of parents that have tried certain things and have just not been successful. And they're so frustrated, they don't know where to turn, they don't know who to ask. And as Mark said, we've been working with these kids for so long that we have some insight that we want to learn from parents, that we want to be able to share with parents to be able to help them be successful with their kids.
But when we've been talking to parents over the last several months, there seems to be something different. And rather than leverage just your past knowledge, why do you want us to go on a listening tour for the next month?
We want to hear from parents about what keeps them up at night. What are they most frustrated about? That their kids are just not happy in school, that they are not learning like they think they should, that they seem way brighter than kind of test results or things that are happening as report cards are saying. And we want to be able to hear from parents what kind of help they think they need and what kinds of observations they're seeing in their kids, to be able to have us put together a program that can be useful for so many more parents to be able to help their kids.
And a lot of times people get into this field because they're educators, others parents, and we have the experience of you're being both a parent and an educator. Okay. And can you just give us a brief description of how you got involved in all this and why you focus on grades K to 3?
Well, my initial training was in early childhood development and early education, and then education of the gifted. And then we became parents. And we learned a whole lot more than what any education courses could ever teach us. And we were parents of kids who all learned differently in their own sort of ways, from highly gifted to twice exceptional kids, neurodiverse kids now we call them. And then thousands of kids later, we're finding that there's so many pressures that parenting is very different today than it certainly has been in the past. And it's different than it was even just 5 years ago. And we want to hear from parents about what their experiences are from their early childhood before they even start school to K through third, especially because we do know the earlier we can identify kids with help and the earlier that we can identify and get interventions, the better the outcome may be. We are seeing an explosion of kids with anxiety and depression, even with the little ones. And there's certainly ways that we can help parents overcome that to be able to make them have this happy childhood and happy entrance into school.
And what do you hope to gain during this 30-minute conversation with parents?
Well, we want to listen to what parents want, what their fears are, and we want to be able to communicate together about what kinds of activities and programs might be helpful. We've heard from many parents that they've tried certain interventions and that's just not helped very much. And what we're looking for is a holistic approach to be able to work with children and their parents. We know parents take the lead on this, and they're the ones that are seeking advice. And the more information we can gain from parents and what they think they need or what they would want for parenting support, we want to hear what they have to say and put together a program that will then be a group support course for parents in the future to be able to help them be all they can be.
And to do this, what we're offering is a 30-minute slots where we'd like to mostly listen. We'll ask questions, but mostly we want to listen. And then after talking to parents, we're going to develop a webinar for those who participated and share some insights that can help many parents to help their child right away. And then for those who want it after that, we'll offer another 30-minute debrief if you want to talk about how to take this for even further. And to access our calendar, it's calendly.com/3D learner slash 30MIN. And we'll put in the link below. And we want to really talk to parents. If you're the type who has a smart, struggling kid and you really want to make the difference, let's talk.
We hope to hear from you. Thank you.